Goddess Renata here. Trust the magic around you. Magic? Wow. Wednesday. The basic themes are wonder, discovery, and synchronicity. I did a video. I posted the video on truffles. It's a fairly short video. It's like 28 minutes, but it was so fascinating. I've always had questions about the truffles. This it answered most of my questions, and it falls into the wonder and discover category, so I'm sharing it with you. Do watch it. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do the cards for the day. The first one, the Magic Way. You know I have this new format that I'm working with, this new template. And, I'm the proverbial non-committed, committed one-on-one person. So this is a big deal for me to follow a format. So I am going to look at what I need to be doing. My cards have been pulled. I got that going on. So trust your magic. That's the first one on the template. So trust your magic. And what I came up with, greed on demand. It's one of my God mints. So greed on demand, like we can have power over others. We can take advantage just because we can. We can omit the truth, right? And say we're being truthful, but admit the truth. We all know what is correct. We all know what is correct. So really the idea is to have like grace on demand. That's the other one. So grace on demand. Trust your magic with the greed on demand when it shows up, and make it be about grace on demand. How's that one? That's good, isn't it? And then our next format is on my sheet. Today's magic. So I'm sharing a video with you, and I'm talking about what the cards are. So that's that. And then we have, trust your magic. It's a thought. It's a thought. And I pulled the card on that one. And it's unite head and heart to be totally free. Unite head and heart to speak freely, to be totally free. Unite head and heart to be totally free. That's actually a cool one too, don't you think? I think so. So that's the trust the magic. Trust when you unite your head and your heart, that what you speak is unified. Reducing the conflict really is about, it's not always that simple, I get it, but reducing the conflict really is about saying yes when you're inspired and it really feels like a yes, and saying no when you are really inspired to say no. It's like the means. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the means, like the mean average. There's some people that you just really don't want to be around. And so the mean average is what? Sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. But when you add it all together, you're generally not around them. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's what I'm saying. So pay attention to what you mean. If you mean no, then mean no, and be clear with no. It's okay. You don't have to be rude. And when you mean yes, say yes, and be like overjoyed and embrace and allow that yes. I think that's what I'm talking about. Okay, what's the next one? Let's see. Unite head and heart to be totally free. This is a good one. It's an affirmation, so should we wait to the end? Yeah, well, no. Let's do the affirmation too. So oftentimes, here it is. We'll do the affirmation before we do the numbers. Oftentimes, the straightest path is through the front door. Oftentimes, the straightest path is through the front door. So there's that idea of, remembering that doubt cancels out, that you don't have to know everything before you move forward. In fact, sometimes, thinking is highly overrated, and we overthink things and we doubt ourselves way too much and we lose momentum. For me, where I come from and how I roll, when I lose momentum, I get frustrated, and it's a definite feeling that I get. Like I've got stuff to do. I want to move forward, but I'm sitting on my own hands. Do you know that feeling? So oftentimes the straightest path is through the front door, wherever your front door is and whatever the straightest path is to you. That's what I'm talking about. We actually had 4 number practices today, and they just, I love a dropout. They dropped out. The first ones that dropped out were 5, 4, and 10. Oh, and they were both like the knowledge cards. That's what I call that, the cauliflower brain, the knowledge cards. And they're 9, so that's like humanitarian energy. And that is that grounding your wisdom and then using that to create the change that you would like to see and then work within that realm to create new value for yourself. I love how that synchronicity goes together. I said synchronicity was one of the themes today. So even in the card pulls, the synchronicity is there, or at least for me. 4, 5 is a 9, and then 10 is a 1. So new beginnings. So pay attention to the things that you ground with your wisdom and how you use that wisdom to move ahead, how that momentum comes for you. I heard someone say that momentum doesn't mean fast. I think that was Arlen Hamilton in your first 5K. Yeah, momentum, and that made so much sense when she shared that. Momentum is not about fastness, although it can happen rapidly. But it's about that steady growth that you build upon, that kind of fluffs you up, where it's graceful and effortless. And then when you begin to know in your flow, that's another one of my favorite sayings, know in your flow, like your flow will find you. And the last number practice from my number oracles was the 2 of spades. So unification of work and health. And we actually had all the cards represented here, you being the heart energy, always, the unite head and heart, right? So we actually have a synchronicity, 4, 5, stay alive. And then there's the 10, which is the 1, right? So we got the new beginnings. And then we have the 2. So the 9, the 10, which reduces down to 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, me and you. 3, 4, open that door. 5, 6, magic sticks. 7, 8, raise that gate. 9, 10, we all win. Let's do it again. Woo! This is Goddess Renata. Trust the magic around you. And mostly, trust your own magic. I'll be talking to you again real soon.